Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I got my good friend on. I consider my good friend, Paddy Spence. He's on from out there at Stevia Soda, which does a fantastic job. I think so. Hey, wait a minute. Is that right, Paddy?
What's that?
Paddy, you're with Stevia, right?
I am.
Yeah, I was going to say, hey. There's this weird contact information. It's not our normal guy who set it up, but you're my advocate for healthy soda. You do a fantastic job. I've got now, literally boxes piled up. But I got to tell you, I was down to like one box before I got restocked. I go and get restocked. I get my garage filled with this stuff, and I was shaking there the last day or two before my stock came in. And so I'm so glad. I was so glad to see it. And there's not a single product in my house that makes me feel more elated than my Stevia soda, and I say that with absolute sincerity.
Well, thanks, Kevin. I appreciate your having me on this morning, and we all feel like you do. Soda is one of those things that just is so full of enjoyment, and it's such a great product, and yet so many folks feel uncomfortable with either the amount of sugar they're consuming in regular sodas or the amount of artificial sweeteners they get in diet soda.
Yeah, and the artificial sweeteners in diet soda really feels like a lab experiment gone bad. I mean, I don't know how people drink those things, and you don't have that with Stevia because it's not chemically sweetened.
Well, that's exactly right. Our fans call our product the smarter soda, and it's because we've got all that enjoyment of soda with no calories, and yet we have no artificial sweeteners.
Paddy, it's not the smarter soda, it's the smartest soda.
That's right.
So don't forget that. You of all people, you got to remember that. So yeah, and so it's a phenomenal product. And the thing now, and now I've tried your cherry cola, and I'm going to ask you to please make a caffeine version of your cherry cola because I'm also anti-caffeine, so it's killing me because I love the taste of that thing. I went ahead and tried it. It's like, oh, that's so good, and it really is. It's phenomenal. But now you got to make a caffeine-free version of it.
Well, that's exactly right. I mean, we've got 15 classic soda flavors, Kevin, and as you know, and so we're just continuing the growth of our brand and continuing to provide products that consumers are asking for.
Right. If you're using Stevia, all you're missing is sugar that'll really mess up your body or chemicals that will give you cancer or other disorders. And so you're missing out on all the stuff you want to miss out on anyway if you're using Stevia. And what you're not missing out on is taste. The taste is phenomenal. Talk about how it's sweetened.
So we use a natural sweetener called Stevia, and it's a plant that is originally native to Latin America. We grow 100% of our Stevia in the United States. And what's amazing about the Stevia plant is the leaf is 200 times the sweet as sugar with no calories and no impact on blood sugar. So when you actually chew this leaf, it's almost overpoweringly sweet. So it's an amazing ingredient, and to your point, we don't have to use aspartame or these other chemically made sweeteners. We can have a natural sweetener that's from the ground, grown in the U.S., and essentially it's an agricultural product.
Yep, absolutely. And people have been using that as a sweetener for years. And now it took long enough to get some traction as a commercial product. It took a long time, though. People were using it generations before it found out itself as a sweetener.
That's exactly right. In the United States in 2008, the FDA said, hey, we've studied the heck out of this, and you can use it. It's safe to use as a sweetener. And what's fascinating is the big soda brands have introduced a whole ton of products in non-carbonated drinks using Stevia. So Vitamin Water Zero from the Coca-Cola Company or Sobe Life Water from PepsiCo. Great products, but guess what? Neither of those brands make a soda with Stevia.
Yeah, and I bet if you look closely at the ingredients, you'll find other forms of sugars that are in there that aren't good for you.
That's exactly right. And yet, our product really is we were the first Stevia soda. We were the first zero-calorie, naturally sweetened soda. And we're an authentic brand, really, and we do one thing, and that's provide great soda with no calories and no artificial sweeteners.
And now there are some products out there that use Stevia and their sweetener that are carbonated, but if you look closely, every single one of them have dextrose in it, which is another name for sugar.
That's exactly right. There's a lot of products out there that try and reduce the sugar. cut it in half, and frankly, I call that a light cigarette.
There you go. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it doesn't have the taste of a full sugar soda, but it also still has tons of calories from sugar. And, we all love soda, and 96% of Americans' households buy the soda category, and yet very few folks will tell you, I want to drink more Diet Coke next year. And, we're getting so many calories every day as Americans from sugar in our diets. In a lot of ways we know, but a lot of very hidden sources of sugar. And so what's great about our product is it has that soda enjoyment without any of the sugar, without any of the calories, and without any artificial sweeteners.
So my producer was asking me, in fact, he wrote me a note here, those companies like SodaStream that allows you to make your own fountain drinks in your home?
Absolutely.
Do you have any partnerships with any of those type of companies in producing Stevia-type products?
There's nothing that I can talk about yet. I can tell you that we've always got a lot of innovative stuff up our sleeve, and so stay tuned on that one. There's no doubt. I mean, SodaStream is a great product in terms of saving packaging and being efficient in that way. I would tell you that the current SodaStream flavors that are out there are all either artificially sweetened or full of high fructose corn syrup. So keep your eyes peeled, and you never know what might be coming up.
Yeah, there you go. He's very excited. My producer's very excited. He'd like to see that happen. So let me ask you about your marketing efforts. It seems to me that almost everything you're doing is viral. Is that true?
It's largely viral. I mean, one of the great things about this product is folks who discover our product want to share it with their friends and their family. And so we really are a viral brand. And I would tell you, Kevin, the folks who really gravitate to our product are people like you and me, just everyday soda drinkers who want a better alternative, who want a smarter alternative. And they could be moms, could be families, could be folks trying to lose weight, could be folks who are suffering from diabetes. But there are a number of millions of people out there who are saying, gosh, I love soda. I don't want to give it up, but I know it's probably the worst thing in my diet from a health perspective.
Oh, yeah. I've told my story before. I was dying a couple of years ago, and my doctor was taking almost everything from me. And he said, but if you want to drink soda, you can have Stevia. I will let you have Stevia. Right. And you can have it unlimited. I don't care about how much you have. And so you'll feel like you're cheating all the time when you're drinking that. And sure enough, that's exactly right. And so Stevia, in my opinion, helped save my life. And that's why I've become an ambassador, a very passionate evangelist, in fact, for Stevia products. Stevia, Zevia.com. What do they offer? Cola, Dr. Stevia, which is one of the closest non-Dr. Pepper products that are like Dr. Pepper I've ever tasted. Cherry Cola, grapefruit citrus, ginger ale, strawberry, black cherry. Caffeine-free cola, my favorite probably. Orange, lime cola. I got to try that one, lime cola. Cream soda, grape, lemon lime twist, mountain Stevia, and ginger root beer. I mean, what are you missing? I don't see hardly anything you're missing. It's unbelievable.
Exactly right. I think we need to make a caffeine-free cherry cola for you.
Yes.
But you're exactly right. And what's great is, your listeners who haven't found Stevia, or if they go to their store and the store doesn't stock it, grocers these days are very responsive to what consumers want. And in the Houston market, our sales are exploding because we're finding folks are saying, hey, I want this product in my store. So we're in stores like Kroger and H-E-B and Randall's and Target and natural product stores like Whole Foods and Sprouts. So there's millions of consumers out there and many of your listeners who have found that this really is a great solution for
Oh, yeah. You can almost find it anywhere. And I guarantee you, wherever you shop, if you ask them for it, they've already been asked for it before. So it will come eventually. They're just waiting for you to ask for it. So when the next time you're at your store and you don't see it on the shelves, ask for it because it's going to be coming there soon. And what happens is what's awesome is, first of all, the value proposition of the product is awesome. It's a great product, but it's like anything else. It's a relatively small company, specialized product. The more they're selling, the price is going to go down. And so it'll become more competitive over time. So people need to help you make it more competitive, right?
That's exactly right, Kevin.
It's simple economics. Zevia, Zevia.com. Go to your store, say you want it. Go to a store that has it. Test it out. I'm telling you, you're going to be surprised that diet is that sweet and that good for you. And thank you for letting me be an evangelist, and thanks for taking the time to let me share my passion with my audience.
Absolutely, Kevin. Well, I know that, you're a big proponent of healthy lifestyles, and what we found is this is such an easy choice for folks. It's an easy way to take control of your health, and you don't have to sacrifice all the enjoyment of soda.
Thanks so much, Paddy Spence. He's with Stevia. Check him out, Stevia.com. Make sure you check out that product. Shame on you if you haven't. And thanks for being with us, my friend.
Thanks so much, Kevin.
When we come back, we're going to have much more for you. We want you to stay tuned to it. Want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com.